Hey YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
Ads, fuckers. I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
So today, it's not a fucking good day here at Justin Sturgill Trucking. As you see from the thumbnail, the Western Star flipped over yesterday. And I really don't know what's going to happen here. The insurance company is, got to come out and take a look at it. But I'm going to kind of show you kind of the damage that happened to the truck getting flipped over. I'm going to show you the video of it flipping the truck back over. That's pretty neat. And we're going to slide a bunch of pictures in here so you guys really get to understand really what the fuck happened here. And this is kind of the things that happen when you haul asphalt, okay? And you haul grindings. You are, at one time in your truck owning business, you are going to flip a truck over. There's about nothing you can do. It's going to happen. I can tell you last year, 9 trucks flipped over, all at the same plant, all off the same job. This shit happens. The reason that trucks flip over, okay, there's a couple reasons. You have a problem with the bed. Somebody worked on it, forgot to put bolts back in. I've seen that. What else? Or, and this is the most common one, the drivers get lazy and they won't clean the beds out, okay? They don't want to shovel. I just want to sit in the fucking air conditioning, you lazy motherfuckers, okay? Now, what happens is when you haul sticky state mix or even base in aluminum beds, 9 times out of 10, the ones that go over are all aluminum beds. That's why I hate aluminum beds. I'm going to show you kind of the reason why I fucking hate these pieces of shit. And to tell you, I'm never driving this truck again with aluminum bed on it. Fucking period. I'm never going to own aluminum bed. Well, I'm never going to say never. The only way I would have an aluminum bed is if I hauled gravel, and that's all the fucking thing did, was haul straight gravel, and it would be the lightest fucking aluminum bed you could fucking make in the world. But I hate aluminum beds. This is part of the problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around. I'm going to show you the damage. We'll slide in some pictures here, and we'll just go from there. As you can tell, this side, it does not look that bad. What had happened is the company likes to load the front of the truck, and you can't load the front of the truck, fucking grinder operators. You got to load it middle to the back, okay? A little bit in the front, but you can't put 20 ton of the fucking grinding load in the front of the fucking bed and then put 5 ton in the back. It's never going to work. You're going to flip trucks over, okay? So what happened is the asphalt, or the grindings came out of the passenger side, but they did not come out, or they came out of the driver's side, they did not come out of the passenger side. And my driver, Nick, who drives this truck every day, he said, hey, Justin, I felt it lean a little bit, and it kind of got weird. He started putting the bed down. He said he dropped the bed about halfway down. It was not even, it was halfway in between halfway, about this height right here. And it just stopped coming down. Well, that's because it over-centered itself and was already starting to come off the ground. And he said, I just gave up and held on for dear life. So I'll show you, it made a mess of the fucking cab. There's a bunch of shit fucked up, but it's really not that bad for a layover. So let's walk around it, and then we'll take it from there.
Alrighty, here is some of the pictures, and you can kind of see there's nothing really stuck on the floor. There's a little bit back there in the back, but that's really not that big a deal. Just remember, if it's in the back about 3/4 of the way back, you're fine. This is it after it kind of fell over on the ground, and that's all the grinding stuck in there. Now this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about dog houses. See how big that dog house is? It's about 18 to 20 inches back in there. And that's where all the grindings get fucking stuck and all that shit. That's really one of the main problems with the aluminum beds that I do not like. I hate that design. And this is the truck just laying over on the side. As you can tell, when we do the walk around and all that stuff, you'll kind of see that it actually did not lay it over too bad. It actually looks pretty good. I think I'm praying to God that the insurance company fixes this thing, because, you know, I do enjoy this truck and the driver enjoys it. And to me, it's not a total loss, if you will. But that's it flipped over.
Alrighty, so the first thing, we're walking back here. Now, as you can see, what happens is that the rubber blocks that the suspension fit on fell out. That's because it was laying on the passenger side, and you can see that the rubber blocks fixed out. That can easily be fixed. Also, it ripped the shock mounts out of the shocks. You know, basically, you can kind of see that down in there. Alrighty. Also, what it did is it bent this torque arm, and these torque arms are in this suspension for, this is what locates the suspension. So we'd have to get new torque arms, which is that's not very much money. These are like 300 bucks. So we need to get new torque arms. Now, I will say this, a Western Star truck, they're built like tanks. As you can see on this side, all the bolts are still together. There is no bolts that popped out and broke or anything like that. The frame rail is actually sitting in there still completely square. I guarantee it. You know, I can just tell by looking at it, none of it is bent. What we have back here, this is the bed pen location. Okay, these are obviously no good anymore because it over-centered it, and we have a little bit of stuff like that. All right, so back around here, really no damage down there. All the rear end oil leaked out of the rear ends and all that stuff. You can see right here that, again, the suspension is not where it's supposed to be. It's moved over. And these bushings back here need to be replaced. Alrighty, but other than that, that's all that happened there. Now you can see on the hoist box, okay, what had happened here is this all bent down. You can kind of see there. So right now, as soon as you raise this bed up, as soon as it comes off this hoist box, it goes like this. The bed just wants to lean over, okay? That's no fucking good at all. It has that. Now, what you can see, why I don't like aluminum beds is because they have these huge dog houses on them. That's what it's called inside a dump bed, okay? And the cylinders on the inside. Well, all this shit gets stuck in these fucking dog houses, okay? Aluminum beds are not good for hauling asphalt grindings. It's not my opinion. All right, in my opinion. Now, this is the rubber block that came out of the suspension, okay? And you can see that it basically just sits in there, but this is no fucking good. It's broken. We need to get that fixed. All righty, another thing it did was crush the breather. That was, again, minimal parts. All righty, and it did some damage to the door, okay? It pushed that in. That door will leak every time it rains. That needs to be fixed. And it kind of egged that out just a little bit. And you can see up there on the bed where it landed on the ground, it has some damage, and it broke all the tarp mounts off and all that type of stuff. Again, no fucking good at all. Brand new tarp, fucking junk. And this is what happened to the cab. So all the dirt and shit that was over on the driver's side came out, fucking landed all over everything. This needs to be completely cleaned out, which I'm going to start working on in the next 2 days. You know, maybe this weekend or something like that. On a Sunday, we'll get this thing cleaned out and all that stuff. It did a little damage to the hood right here, which this is just fiberglass. That's easy. and also it popped the front cab mount out of the truck. But other than that, that's all that it did, and a gallon of oil ran out of it. But once we flipped it over, I started it up. No smoke out of the pipe, no nothing. Absolutely unfucking believable. I can't believe it. This Western Star, she refuses to die. To be honest with you, I kind of love this truck. This thing is serious. Now we have to decide if the insurance company is going to total it or pay to have it fixed, and then I'll pay to have different lift axles put underneath of it. I want to get away from these 13.2s and maybe go to 8,000 pound lift axles. And another thing I would like to do is put 24.5s on it, just so it matches everything up. It'll also change the gear ratio, make the truck get a little bit better fuel mileage. But other than that, that's what happened. You can see here we had to cut the drive shaft out of the truck because it fell out of the slip yoke. And when the driver fell, he ripped the control box off. His knee hit that, and the CV ripped out of the ceiling. So we need to get a new top panel for that, and that should be kind of no problem. But other than that, you know, that's the Western Star damaged. It damaged the steering wheel where this is cracked. That's kind of, you know, we need to get a new leather mount steering wheel for it. But other than that, you know, that's minor details. But hopefully I'll have this truck back on the road if I get to keep it by the beginning, maybe the end of September is what I hope. But you know, who knows. But that's what happens when your dump truck rolls over. I think I got pretty lucky on how it landed. It didn't tear up too much shit. And you can obviously see that the bed is leaning over to the passenger side pretty good. And it knocked off the strobe light, which I'm not too worried about that. Fuck that thing. But, you know, that's it. Might be more fun than we thought.
Alrighty, so this is after we got it flipped over and back down on the ground. What we had to do was hook up to the front rear end there through the tire, through the wheel, and pull the rear end forward just a little bit to help get it lined up. And the truck sat down pretty good, you know, but I thought it was a cool video to show you guys how they flip trucks over. The guy running this rotator is from Schaefer's Towing here in Cincinnati. His name is Justin too. He is an awesome dude, really good at his job. Like when he first showed up, he asked me, he said, well, we can do it the easy way or the way to fuck a lot of shit up. And I said, let's do it the right way. He said, I figured you were going to say that. So it took us about 3.5, 4 hours to get it flipped over. Just because it, that's what time from the time he got there to the time he got back. That's how long it took. So that bill is about $3,500 to $4,000, I'm going to estimate. The reason is that rotator costs $750 an hour to operate. So you can kind of see that the bills pile up really fast when your truck goes over. Not something you should be afraid of. It's going to happen, but just another day, another dollar, and all I can say is the struggle is real sometimes.
Alrighty, and that's how my truck flipped over. Some people are going to say that I'm an idiot, and I expanded my business too much too quick, and I'm just having a bunch of growing pains, which is, it's not far from the truth. I'm having growing pains because we got guys that are inexperienced kind of doing stuff, and we've had other little minor issues that have happened, but not as major as this. So now we're down to another truck, which I am not happy about. I do have to pick up my new truck in a couple weeks, and hopefully we can have this one get repaired just so we can have 7 trucks and you start making money. Now, if this happened in April, I probably wouldn't be that concerned about it. The reason I'm concerned about it now is either A, they're going to hand me a check for like 75, 80 grand, or it's going to take a month to fix it, and I'm still going to miss $40,000 of gross income to, have that basically pays my whole payroll bill for the month. So now I'm cut back down to trucks again, and that's frustrating. But, it's part of life. That's why you have insurance companies. So stuff like this is covered and things like that. I'm sure my premiums next year are going to go through the fucking roof. But, it is what it is. You can't, what do they say? You can't cry about spilled milk or some bullshit like that or whatever, but whatever. But, like always, guys, check out the Patreon account if you want to support this channel. Check out Junkie Shop Time on Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. Use the Amazon links in the description to purchase shit. You don't have to really purchase anything. Just click through one of my links so I get, a little bit of Amazon money so I can fucking afford to eat this month, because it looks like I'll be going another 30 days without paying myself. But, that's just part of life. The employees and the trucks come first. I come last. I know that sounds weird, but that's the way that I do it. And I've been successful at it so far, so it really don't matter. But, fuck the truck flips over. So, like always, guys, thanks for watching. I got shit to do.